Hello, welcome to Chris's Beer Reviews. How are you? Hope you're doing really well. So we're obviously doing a beer review. Done a few supermarket beers recently, mainly from Aldi and Lidl. It's time to move on and get back to some other breweries, some other craft beers, and we're back to Beak Brewery. I haven't done a Beak Brewery beer for a little while, and this one I have watched a review of. I saw it on Dean's Beer Reviews, and it was called Beak Trees, a West Coast double IPA. I love a West Coast IPA, so it's definitely time to do this one. So I only really bought this one off the back of Dean's Beer Reviews. Excellent beer reviewer. If by any pure chance you haven't seen Dean's Beer Reviews, go and check him out on YouTube as well. But here it is. There it is. Beak Trees, a double West Coast IPA. Looking good. Typical Beak artwork on the can, isn't it? If you know Beak Brewery, this is typically what their type of artwork looks like. Not a huge amount on the back of this, very, very little written on here really. Other than it says, you said you wanted your West Coast beers to be more West Coast. We listened. I certainly hope so, and certainly watching Dean's Beer Reviews, he certainly thought it was a good one. So yeah, let's crack on, let's not waste any time, let's get on with this one. Let's get it out of the can, get in the glass, see how she looks, how she sniffs, and how she tastes. It comes in at 8% ABV. Here we go. Looking good. Let's get all of that in now. Pop that down. So yeah, there it is in the glass. Got a slight haze to it. There's some very funky carbonation streams going up there. Little jets of carbonation. Nice little head on there. And yeah, there you go. You can see the colour. Slight orange kind of hue to it, along with a bit of a golden colour to it. Very slight haze as well. Looks fantastic, that does. Let's see how she sniffs. Oh. Smells good. You can smell the pine. You can smell that pine to it, which I love. I absolutely love that pininess. Big citrus elements. It's quite bold on the citrus elements, but with a kind of a sweetness as well. It smells glorious. Sweet citrus, bit of that piney kind of feel vibe to it. It smells fantastic. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, spot on. Really, really nice. If anything, going early with criticism. I'm going to go early with a criticism. I'd like a bit more of that pininess. Kittens are creating chaos. We're just going to have to live with it, people. We're going to have to live with the kittens creating chaos until they get a bit older. But yeah, I could do with a bit more of that big hitting pine bitterness. There's a bit of a sweet element on that pine bitterness at the back. That's my only criticism at this stage. You can tell it's an 8%er, but it's not horrendous. You know it's got a big 8% feel. There's a bit more of that piney kind of resinous coming through. But it has got a little sweetness. Okay, the bitter finish is now building. I've got a bit more kind of a bitter feel, but there actually is quite a sweetness running through it for me. There is a sweetness that with West Coast you don't get that all the way through, but this does seem to have a kind of a sweet undercurrent running all the way through across front, middle and back. It's all the way through, but it is actually a very decent beer. Yes, it's an 8%er. Yes, you know it's an 8%er, but you could definitely find yourself in trouble because that is super easy to drink, really easy to drink. The citrus flavours are there. It's definitely got a grapefruit and a lemon. There is a slight pineapple vibe, and it's got a bit of a tangerine type feel to it as well. It's definitely a good beer. It's big and it's bold, and it is very, very good and so drinkable. I just want to drink the lot. Yeah, it just needs a bigger bitterness to it for me. For a West Coast, it's very good, but it needs a bit more of a pine finish to it, more of a pineness, more of that kind of piney, bitter hoppy type finish to it, which it hasn't got that for me, but it is good. There's no doubt about it, it is good. It's very enjoyable. Is it a true West Coast in my head? Maybe not, because it's got too much of a sweetness running all the way through it for me. That is my negative of it, but it's still it's so drinkable. It really is. Look, I mean, I've only got a couple of mouthfuls left, and it's a big hit, an 8%er. It's going to get you in trouble. But yeah, good citrus flavours. Like I say, grapefruit, lemons in there. There is a tangerine to it, and a slight pineapple as well. Don't chew that Wildcat, please. But yeah, the bitterness isn't bold enough. It just hasn't got that piney, big pine finish for me, but it's still bloody good. Really enjoyable. It's practically gone. That shows how good it is. I'm all done. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye now.